So Baker, you tell us what you've been working on.
So getting posture, a little more hinge at the hips, taking it back, feeling more heel pressure, and getting back in that back foot more, pressure back here, and really reaching and getting deeper on the way back. And from there, pushing my full trunk into my left side, letting my hips go, and then my chest fall.
That's it?
Mom, what did you
Three more things.
That's like that video, that guy who's got all his swing thoughts going on in his head. There's like 4,000 things he's got to do.
You might do a little more of that.
All right, hit one and we're going to
Wait, hold on. How do you describe that now into one specific feel? That's a lot of information you just gave us.
Like the biggest feel is just taking it when I go back. And from there, the rest of the time happens.
Because you got a big tournament coming up this week,
Yeah.
right? So, tomorrow or Tuesday.
Tomorrow and Tuesday.
So you got a lot of information.
Yeah, then you'll come in. Yeah, just make sure perfect.
Right. A lot of information going on in that head. So throughout this little piece here, make sure you're also trying to simplify it down to some feels that you can bring with you tomorrow.
Let's look at it. Wait up.
That felt almost more like I kind of just shifted back and so really burned it.
Well, let's see. What do we do? How do it know? I think his feet still get too wide.
Yeah.
And I do think you shift it off. You can see the pressure shooting to the outside, 85% over there just shifting like that's too much. You agree there, Wayne?
Yeah.
And then I think I think you shift over there and then there's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go.
So you quit turning.
Yeah.
And I think the thing for me, and probably think Wayne would agree, that is when you stop turning because you shifted, your chest doesn't turn and then the club lifts and get across.
Yeah.
And I think that's what causes this contact, and all that. So, Aaron, let's get him to turn more centered and deeper. Can we do that? Same stuff, right?
So we're up here. Turn back.
By the way, I'm not using those light shafts anymore. I've gone steel and I'm back. Just know that in the jingle bell this year, dude, I'm flusher. Just use those lightweight shafts.
Can I have them?
Those things are way too light. You probably hit 240 together.
That's okay.
So now do some. Just got to do this.
Right now, square. Square one. And now it's going to the low. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
So what's that helping him do here?
just activated the right glute.
Okay. So when his glute isn't activated, is that what makes him shift? Part of what makes him shift instead of turn?
Yeah. He loses a little bit of width here, so you go this way, and then it's not active. And this leg straightens, and that's where you feel it more. And then it's a shift versus a rotate. What do you think about his hands and this versus backwards?
Yeah.
Versus this one. It would help if you got a little bit narrower.
Yeah, that's what I see. He keeps getting wider and
He gets
wider.
wider and wider and wider, and that just kind of.
Yeah.
On the golf course yesterday, I rode out there and I saw a driver and he looked like that. You know,
It's for you, because like even your rehearsals are getting a little bit indoctrinated, like that feel, right? So what you need to do is you need to get it back. You need to start feeling just something less exaggerated over your shots. Because you get it to the top and it's like
Yeah, that's why he gets those thin
the thin. So,
contact, and that's
so
the
let's get a
driver.
little narrower and kind of tone down those feels pre-shot.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can go like when we're in the gym, right? We can do those exaggerated
Yeah.
feels. And I'm like, you're not going to do this over a ball, right? So when we're specifically talking golf, you can get loaded, hinge back, and then go.
Yeah.
So let's try get a little bit narrower. Think about hinge and a turn. There you go. Better.
Contact right
And
there.
then bang. Like those, that's not even a different ball. That's the first 3 balls. That's not even close.
So Baker, you share some of your current results have been you're playing good golf, you missed a couple qualifiers by a shot or two, right? Late. And something as simple as maybe late in these rounds, you're falling back to these habits where you're getting a little bit wide because it just feels normal.
Yeah.
Right? And to keep that little change in mind.
Don't you think that players or people, they want to feel comfortable, right?
Yeah, right. And that's his normal.
Because
that's
and they assume comfort's correct,
Right, exactly.
right? So I think you start probably get late in rounds, you start getting wider, and you start shifting,
Yeah.
and then you start overdoing the
I mean,
field,
just-
right?
Just to show
Because you're
you
playing good golf,
Yeah.
right? And then late in the rounds, you're getting so close that sometimes maybe it gets to that point where it is uncomfortable, and you're trying to make yourself comfortable by widening your stance. Maybe that's what it is, something like that, right? And that's a really important little piece there.
So like, the wider you get and you turn, the more you're going to shift it. So, I mean, that stance is a whole foot narrower than your first one.
Just do it just like at that speed you just did. That was so good right there. I mean, that contact's night and day, man.
Yeah. Well, then you go back to hitting your normal shot shape too.
Right? Yeah, now start matching up your path in your face, right?
Yep.
Engine turn. Engine turn.
It's better for sure.
Now when someone asks you what are you working on, so just keep my stance a little bit more narrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll remind you all the other stuff. It's slipped.
But I think Aaron's spot on, like, just, you know, when we talk or whatever, it's like you're working on 12 things. Like you've taken every, you know, let's, like Doc basically just said, let's find that one thing makes the most other stuff go away. So for you, I think it's, you know, your stance in there, right? And like Aaron's talking about, you know, you've got to hinge it, be kind of centered and wound, and the rest of the stuff takes care of itself.
Yeah.
I think his forward swing goes to shit when his feet get way too good.
Can't get there.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully.
Can't get over there when his feet are too wide.
There you go.
I mean, that's night and day better. That club's getting better at the top.
Yeah.
Anything you can give him exercise-wise to do at home for the shift and sequence going through it, or maybe it just improves by doing something without the ball,
we
trying to
have-
get pivot back.
Yeah, pivot pass.
You can get them on Amazon.
We've done these before, but I'll show you. Stretch across your chest, feet together. Ball posture. So we're gonna load behind it. Load, turn. And I'll take a step. Go. Bam. Again. Load behind it. Step. Bam. Ball posture, hinge, load, step. Boom.
Do that again, going back. Now keep that right foot flat. Don't let it wobble all over. There you go.
Step. Boom.
That's a good one there. Do that one more time. Hold on, back. Do it again.
Come back. Take a step. Transition. Bam. Good.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Hit one.
So, that, I'll do it with feet together. Line that thing back. Take a small step. Up. Walk the wall.
You'll break the wall.
Different window.
Yeah, and different sound
Different
compression.
window. Now just square the face.
Mhm. Feel better?
Yeah.
Good work.
That's good.
Awesome.